My name is Kalomo Sisobu, or you call me Master Kalomo Sisobu. I'm from Abia State, in the Biafran land. There is something I want to tell us today. I title it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Prophecies. I want to ask a question. And that question is, who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I want to ask a question. And that question is, who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I know that many people have not asked this question. But at the same, I have seen few people who have asked this question, even in their videos. Many times they marvel, they say, who is this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu self? Now let me tell you a little about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. You will not believe me now, but you are going to believe me tomorrow, whether you like it or not. And before I tell you that, which I want to tell you about who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, let me open my phone and read a particular scripture to you so that you will know what is happening. Actually, there is something we call numerology. Numerology, some people call it the number of Moses, because it was Moses that invented numerology. And when you see the chart of numerology, you find out that it started in 1960, but not in 1960 that numerology was invented by Moses. It was several centuries ago. And what is this numerology? We call it the number of chidings. Chidings are the people in the Bible that are called the prophets. Dibia, Nabaja. Dibia, Nabaja. Especially those 14th generational prophets. Many times we call them the constellation Hercules. The likes of Moses in the Bible. The likes of Elijah in the Bible. The likes of David in the Bible. The likes of Daniel in the Bible. The likes of Elijah in the Bible. The likes of Jeremiah in the Bible. The likes of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the Bible. They call them chidings. These days, we call them astronomers or astrologers. But in Igbo language, we call them dibias. But in the Christian religion, we call them prophets. That is whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. But who particularly is him? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the Elijah that is to come. John the Baptist, that they jail in the prison in those days, beheaded him just like that for one sentiment or another. They beheaded him. And that is exactly what they are struggling to do now. Because the Bible is all about past, present, and future. Or even present continuous and future. Let me read something to you in the book of Genesis, chapter number 8, verse number 4 and 5. Genesis, chapter number 8, verse number 4 and 5. The scripture said in verse 4, and the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. Upon the mountains of Ararat. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. I want you to underline few words there. Number 1 is ark. Number 2 is rested. Number 3 is mountains. Number 4 is Ararat. The word ark means the 12. Even the word ark in numerology will give you 12. The word ark, A is 1, arrow is 9, K is 2. It will give you 12. That is the 12 lost tribe of the house of Israel that are on search They said they arrested the ark. That they arrested, the word arrested will give you 26. That means it's somebody who has an energy of 26 that will make them to be discovered. Because the word rested will give you 26 in numerology. Upon the mountains of Ararat. The word mountains will give you 36. Mountain will give you 35. But mountains will give you 36. That means the word mountain becomes a plural. Mountains means nations. That means like kind of Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. Upon the mountains of Ararat. The word Ararat will land you at 23. And 23 will be converted to 5. 2 plus 3, 5. And 5 in numerology means light or darkness. Freedom or bound. That means light and darkness is struggling in Nigeria. Because these mountains will give you 36. That means where the children of Abraham is, that is the ark. Where the children of Abraham is in that country that has 36 states. Mountains of Ararat. As in where darkness and light is struggling together to part away. That's why I keep telling people that the word Nigeria is an amorphous of different stratas pretending to be one. And the word one Nigeria is a fabricated gainsay from the pit of darkness. Nigeria, you don't use, you don't need any adjective to qualify what is one. You will look at it and it will appear one. You don't need to use the word one to qualify what is already one. A kind of one Nigeria is already a tautology. It's already a sign that somebody is trying to deceive himself or herself. Then now let us go to the verse 5. He said, and the water decreases, the waters decreases continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. That means that is the mountain he was talking about. Is that country that got their independence on the 1st of October. This is what is written there. That country that found themselves on the 1st of October, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen, and the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. That is the country that was discovered or was gotten or found their independence or celebrated their independence on the 1st of October. That is the mountains of Ararat. That is where the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are. Because the word Abraham will give you 26. 26 is one of the strongest master number, the best and the strongest master number. So you don't touch it. Then Abraham, that is Abraham, 26. Then Isaac will give you 15, which is 1 plus 5, 6. Then Jacob will give you 13. 13 means land. That means it is a land case. It is a land matter. Then 1 plus 3 will give you 4. 4 means foundation. That means 26 plus 6 plus 1. 26 plus 6 plus 4. It will give you 36. That is 36 states. The country that is 36 states presently as we speak. That is where the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are. So what are they looking for? They are looking for Joseph, the real son, the chosen one, to make it for foundation, as in the fourth generation. And Jacob will give you, the word Jacob will give you in numerology 28, which is 2 plus 8, that is 10. 1 plus 0, which is 1. Then if you add 1 to 36, 1 plus 36 will give you exactly 37. And the word kingdom will give you 37. That is the gospel of the kingdom that must go viral before the ends come. That is what I have beginning to sound as the angel of the scroll, who must come to sound the mysteries of God for the end. So these are hidden mysteries of what is actually happening in Nigeria that many people don't know. If I open the Bible continually and begin to expose things, you will find out that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the Elijah that is to come, the John the Baptist that they beheaded. These things are done by reincarnation. Even Jesus Christ that you are promised that he is coming, he's not going to fly from sky and come. He will be here with you. Somebody's daughter or somebody's daughter will give birth to him. somebody's son will give birth to him. But it is all about the energy and the job that he's coming to do, the job description. And some of them is what we are doing already. I don't want to go much far. Why am I saying all of this? Why I'm saying this is all the prophecies Nnamdi Kanu made, has it not come to pass? Everything that he was saying that must come to be, that the Igbos think it's a joke, that something like that can happen in Ugwu Hausa, something like that can happen probably in Yoruba land, but it will not happen in Igbo land. What has been happening in Okigwe, and recently what has been happening in Imo State, even lately what has been happening in Ihagwa, we think we are unvaluable. What is happening in Ebonyi State now? Because we don't want to hear. He told us, get ready. If not, you are going to pay for your blood. Some of us think he is being violent for no reasons. He told you, pop and plan, get ready. Forget about Nigeria. Peter B will never help you. What do they call it? Jonathan will never help you. No president as an Igbo man will help you. Leave Nigeria, talk about Biafra, talk about freedom once and for all. Focus on one thing, stand on it. Put your life at stake for it and make sure you achieve it once and for all. That is what your forefathers fought for. That is what they died for. And that is what they expected us to continue to make sure that we achieve or come by. And we are being cowardly. Anyway, I am through. My name is Kalu Moses Obu. Thank you.